All right, we're filming. And since I last filmed, we've done a few things. She's painted a few things. And
yeah, it's an ongoing process.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always has to dry a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
so then that the new layer adheres without mixing or blending too much with the other one.
Yes, yes.
And then always a new flower comes on top of other ones.
So it's all layered.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I love the oil. So nice and thick.
Yeah, I love painting with oil, really. I've tried other
Mediums?
media, but I just, I feel very happy with oil, really.
Yeah.
Watercolor, for instance, is amazing and very, very difficult too.
Yeah.
But somehow I haven't ever been really, I haven't embraced it, or I guess it takes a very different personality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like kind of strong painting, strong and with lots of oil and like energetic.
Yeah.
And many are like, you know, into details, or so I guess it requires a different kind of personality too. Probably.
Yep, probably.
Yeah. Just like some people are sculptors and they take a big piece of rock and just, you know, break it into whatever they want to do.
Takes a different type of vision and...
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the nice thing about art, that there's so many different types of...
For sure.
And I like this kind of stuff that stays like thicker.
Yeah. Totally. It gives it some dimension.
Yeah. Not on
like
every flower or in every blossom.
And every stroke is different.
Yeah.
As far as thickness or texture and color and whatever, it's... Yeah.
But I know people who really can go back and forth with really totally different types of technique. I usually love to mix oil with sand, as you know.
I've seen that, yes.
Which I sort of learned from the technique of Rufino Tamayo.
Tamayo?
I tried to figure out how he did his paintings, and I saw that he had always texture and a very fine sand, mix of sand. So I've been doing that for many years, and I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, your paintings where you employ the use of sand are awesome. Like it's just such nice texture.
And then I like this, which is really with a lot of spatula and thick layers of oil, which is also very interesting.
And you don't use sand in this sort of...
No,
one,
no, not for this. No.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah. But the nice thing about oil is that, you know, even if you make, like Bob Ross used to say, this little happy mistakes, he used to call them.
Yeah.
You can go always over it and kind of repair it, and that's something you could never be able to do with aquarellas, with water paint.
Right.
If you make a mistake,
it's there, yeah.
It's like you can't repair it at all.
Yeah, the technique with water must be entirely different, because if you're painting on an easel, that paint is running,
and it's so subtle,
and it absorbs so quickly into the surface. I've never done that myself, except for when I was a kid. Little water paint kits you used to get, so I do know how it runs and how it's applied and how difficult it must be. So you've always painted flat like this, horizontally, as opposed to a vertical?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Never
Never
we
on
call
an
it in
easel.
Spanish caballete.
So
Caballete.
easel. Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called
Yeah.
in English.
Yeah. I never used that really. But everybody, you know, who's really classically trained, probably in an academy and stuff, they would maybe start out like that, obviously. But then when you have bigger formats,
They have to adapt to something
yeah,
different.
you just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I saw that even when I would look at certain documentaries, a very few that I saw, for instance, about Rufino Tamayo.
Right.
And I saw him, like his huge canvases just laying sometimes on the floor, but also he would just stand them up because they were really gigantic, some of them, and also murals. Like he was the kind of painter who would really stand on little stairs and just paint huge.
Well, in comparison to your usual repertoire, this is relatively small in comparison
to. Oh yeah, this is small. Yeah. But I guess
tiny.
just a vase of flowers.
Yeah.
This size is kind
Yeah,
of
you
perfect.
can't be painting a 10-foot painting of flowers. Well, you could, but yeah.
For a hotel or a restaurant.
But your murals that I've seen
the
are huge.
biggest flowers I've ever painted were probably twice this size at the most.
Yeah.
Like double this. Yeah. But not usually not something that I'm.
Yeah, I've seen some of your mural work is huge. Like they're large canvases.
Yeah.
The ones we have in the house here are big that you've done.
Yeah. But so, and also when I had this, one of my clients who wanted me to paint a very abstract painting for a yacht in Acapulco, and he wanted a different kind of media, so I figured, well, I'm gonna try and sort of emulate or try to be inspired in Jackson Pollock. And so I started to, experiment with house paint and animals and automotive paint, and that was such a neat experience. That's something really that I enjoyed very much, and it was something that I'd never done before.
Well, the one you gave me a couple of years ago for a gift is Pollock inspired.
Yeah, just the technique, and so I watched on the TV, you can find documentaries of him painting and how he used to paint listening to jazz and just the rhythm of his moving along. So many people don't understand that and think, oh, it's easy, just somebody's,
spattering.
No. He was very focused on what he was doing and why he was doing it, and so I tried to learn from him. Yeah, and it's really totally
So there is a method to his madness.
Oh yeah.
But like you say, with music, it would create different rhythms, and it would prompt him to move in a different
he was incredible.
Yeah.
Absolute genius, this guy.
Yeah.
That's somebody that I really admire very much.
And we watched the movie.
Oh yeah, Ed Harris.
Ed Harris,
he did an awesome job too.
Very, very good,
to do his
great movie.
Biography. It was an amazing movie. And but so I guess like any teacher, sometimes we painters who are not really into art school for the 4 or 5 years, and still you can learn a lot just by having the right instincts, I think, and the right kind of emotional closeness to what art is about. And then you can learn and develop your own thing. Like I was saying, my painting, I can definitely say, is inspired by René Portocarrero, this Cuban painter. But still, it wouldn't ever be an exact copy or anything, because I create my own vision of colors and combining certain things. And obviously, well, I'm a woman and I'm from a different generation and stuff. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
When do you use the spatula? After you layer it up a little thicker? And then,
Yeah, further down.
That'll be interesting to watch that.
We still have to paint more. Good. Those are the happy, see? Those are exactly the happy accidents.
Okay.
And you can just...
Do you want to remove some of that?
No, it can stay right there
Okay.
and be really thick. And we're gonna make another flower from it.
That was funny.
Yeah, I don't know why it was clogged.
Yeah, just the tip.
Yeah. See, and we can use this spatula precisely for that.
Okay, yeah.
See?
That's neat.
Oh yeah.
So you need your spatula now?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my spatula.
Okay. Well, that's really cool how that worked out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so this flower is gonna really stand out.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna use more of another type of yellow later on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right there.
Okay,
See?
I stopped it by mistake. I think.
That's
I don't know, maybe I didn't. I don't know what I did.